What's up, wrestling fans? It's Final X this Saturday, June 14th, and we're going to whiteboard ward it. I'm Spay, and joining me for the whiteboard war is John Kozak.
What's going on, guys? Final X, June 14th. It's almost here. We're going to go through all the matchups. We got an in-match order. We're going to make our picks, and starting at the top, we're starting with 74 kilograms, which many might say this could be the matchup of the night. Mitchell Messenbrink, David Carr. Spay, break down this matchup. Give us your thoughts on how you think it's going to play out.
Yeah, what a match to start off with. Hot heat right now. Messenbrink, he's got a motor that doesn't quit. He's huge attack rate, but you got David Carr. This is an NCAA champion. This is a guy that's got all the skills that you need. Messenbrink got it done at the US Open, so he qualified first, then Carr at the team trials. You know, they're best 2 out of 3 series, and because of that, I think you favor a guy, the indefatigable Mitchell Messenbrink. But if this goes to 3 or if Carr gets the dub, I'm not going to be shocked. But right now, I'm just going to put my initials next to Messenbrink. I think we're just picking winners, right?
Yeah, just picking winners. Yeah, I think that's the safe pick for sure. But I do think David Carr, he was closer in that match than I think a lot of people give him credit for, and he didn't wrestle a clean match. So I think if he, tightens some things up, especially his defense, and just wrestles a smarter match, slows the match down a little bit, which is easier said than done against Messenbrink, I think Carr can definitely win. I'm not gonna pick it. I think Carr does win one, but I'm going with Messenbrink as well. I think he wins it in 3.
Yeah, I mean, everything you said there, I can back up there, but we'll see. We might get some more disagreements. Might feel a little bit dangerous and pick some upsets because it's 79. You got Evan Wick. He did it at the US Open, but then here comes another Penn State guy. There's a lot of Nittany Lions on this list, and Haynes is looking very tough. What do you see here?
Yeah, they wrestled at World Team Trials last September, and it was Levi Haynes who came out on top. He got a pin, but it was a late pin, and he was trailing with only like 30 seconds to go in the match. He was trailing on criteria. Evan Wick, he's wrestled a lot of freestyle over the last 6 months. He's getting better, and he is so long, so hard to finish on. So Evan Wick can definitely win this matchup. And here and throughout the all the weights, you're really seeing just this new faces, the new crop of Team USA. And whoever wins this, definitely a medal threat at 79 kilograms, but it's gonna be brand new. It's their first senior world team. I am going with Levi Haynes. I said it in the preview. I just think he's a little bit more complete of a wrestler, but I'm taking nothing away from Evan Wick. Just think Levi Haynes, a little better, a little more ways to score. So I'm picking Levi Haynes in 3 matches.
Kozak, I can't disagree with you. Evan Wick does present problems. He's got that large frame. He's got the reach and everything that it's like hard to practice against. He's got cradles, but I'm also picking Haynes.
Okay.
I think we go back-to-back Penn Staters on the team, but now we got a potential Oklahoma State by way of Air Force.
Yeah.
The Great American Heavyweight, Wyatt Hendrickson, blitzed everybody at the Open, but Trent Hilger's got to win at the NCAA tournament over Hendrickson not too many years ago, even though Hendrickson just beat him.
Yeah, that's a fun fact. I don't know that too many people would know that. But you gotta go with Wyatt.
He's a hot hand right now.
I mean, he looks so good. NCAA tournament all throughout the season, and then obviously US Open. I think this is a dominant display here by Wyatt.
Yeah, he's just been leveling up, and you got Captain America. He's going to be saluting. Even though you got Thor over here, so we got a couple Avengers in the mix. But I'm picking Wyatt also, and that brings us to
92.
Yeah,
I think maybe this could be the first one where we disagree. This feels like a toss-up to me. Josh Barr just getting better and better every time we see him. Makes the NCAA finals as a freshman, world silver at U20s last year, and just looked so good at the World Team Trials against Trent Hidley. Trent Hidley feels like a guy, he's been waiting for a shot, always just right there. But either of these guys can medal at Worlds. Either of these guys can challenge
100%.
for a world title. Really interesting matchup. Spay, I'm gonna let you make your pick first.
Oh, put me on the hot seat?
You on the hot seat. Yeah,
all right. Well, Barr he's another guy, another Penn State high volume shooter. We saw him just really break opponents all NCAA season long. Just couldn't keep up with them. He didn't, NCAA runner-up, like you said, just coming off his redshirt freshman year. But he's got some age-level experience. He's got a world junior medal. Hidley's got the U23 medal. And I like his underhooks. Like you said, I think it's time. I think Barr just maybe next year. But right now I'm going Trent Hidley.
Yeah, how does Barr handle the power of Hidley? That's kind of my question mark. And one of the things Josh Barr used to be known for is taking too many shots. He'd get caught underneath and get run behind. And if he does that if he wilts under the power, I think it's definitely Hidley. But I'm gonna go with Josh Barr. I love his progression, love the way that he's getting better and better. I also love that he's from Michigan, and so I'm gonna go with Josh Barr here.
I let you get the Michigan guy.
Yeah,
I wanted to do that
thank you
for
for that. I appreciate it.
At 97, this one, Snyder's looking to make his 11th straight world or Olympic team. That's insane. That is unprecedented. He looked every bit Kyle Snyder of the past at the U.S. Open. Some stuff happened in between, but as far as we know, he's wrestling at Final X, and he's got Hayden Zillmer, who was at 125 for the Open, dropped down to 97 for the World Team Trials. I love me, the Jack Pine Savage, but it's gonna be Kyle Snyder.
Yeah.
I don't see it happening any other way. He's just too complete, too quick, and still too strong.
Yeah, definitely not a typical training session for Kyle Snyder, right, to say the least. And so it makes you wonder, is he peak? How close to 100% does Snyder have to be in order to beat Hayden Zillmer? And if he's not, we saw Zillmer a couple of years ago beat Gwiz, beat a world medalist at heavyweight. And so, can Zillmer put together a similar game plan against Kyle Snyder? I'm not gonna pick it, but it is kind of in the back of my mind, just kind of hanging there. It's like, man, if he's not 100%, Zillmer is a dangerous opponent, and maybe one of the best we've seen Snyder face to make a world team in recent years. But I'm still going with our boy Kyle Snyder here.
Yeah, tough to argue. I can't see any situation where Snyder doesn't come out on top. But as you said, this is his first time. He's not a returning medalist for the first time. Is a more unique set of circumstances leading up to this. So we'll see. And now at 65, this is another one where I think we got two pretty evenly matched guys. McKenna now at Oklahoma State. You saw how everybody that has been entering that program, senior level and the college level, has just been taking levels up, been jumping levels. McKenna looked great at the Open, but we saw a different Woods than we've seen in a while too. He's at Cliff Keen at Michigan. So this one, I'm gonna let you take this one.
Yeah, you can make a case for either wrestler, and I think this is a matchup where it's like, man, they wrestled 10 times, maybe they split 5-5 or 6-4. I think it's really that close, and I'm really curious to see Real Woods if he can get his offense going and build a lead against McKenna. I think he's going to be hard to beat, and so in this case, I'm going to favor just offense. What I've seen from Woods, both on his feet early and once he gets a parterre, really like that as well. I'm gonna go with Real Woods, and I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna say he does it in 3.
In 3, I absolutely agree that this is definitely one that could, and am also gonna say goes 3 matches. Both these guys, they both have that dog in them. Both of them are just X-rays with nothing but dogs in their chest because they're those dudes. I like McKenna's freestyle experience. I think those chest wraps, I think those short offense positions is where he's just so dangerous. You can't relax. But like you said, Woods has the offense to do it, but I'm going with my Jersey guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick Joey Bag of Donuts to be the 65 kg rep. But this weight, you can't go wrong. Just 65 in any tournament, it's just always the most fun.
Yeah, and that's what we saw at the Open and trials. Like, you feel like if you wrestle those brackets a couple different times, you get a different winner every time. But I do like what you said about McKenna. Just experience, and Joey McKenna's a guy, he's been like top 3 at 65 for going on almost 10 years, like since what did he make Final X in 2018?
Yeah.
So,
and he made, junior teams.
2014.
He's been a dude for a long time.
Yeah, so it would be great. I mean, it'd be great to see him make a world team after so many years knocking on the door.
Yeah.
It would be cool to see.
Definitely a year. Post-Olympics, a lot of retirements. This looks like a new crop.
Yeah. All right. 70, man, one of my favorite matchups of Final X. We're talking Yanni D versus PJ Duke. This is really like, and Yanni used to be in the position of PJ.
Yes.
He used to be the young guy. Now he's a world silver medalist, experience, has been on a couple world teams, and definitely the favorite. But man, what we saw PJ Duke do at the World Team Trials, beat Antrell Taylor, beat Ridge Levitt, beat Bryce Andonian. You gotta think he's got a chance against Yanni. And it's a clash of styles too. You got PJ Duke likes to, get in control ties, power wrestler. Yanni shoots from space, more finesse, scrambler. So Yanni's the favorite. I'm gonna pick him, but I don't think it's gonna be easy.
Oh yeah, you want to pick Duke Mafia, the young brawler. He's just entering his college years, and like you said, when you talk to Duke, he goes, "Yo, Yanni's the guy in New York," where it's like every kid growing up in New York, where Duke's also from different parts of the state, but that's the guy you want to be. He's got the career. He's doing the things that Duke wants to do, the goals that he set for himself. But it's not there yet. I can't pick him yet either, even though Duke Mafia is so much fun to get behind. But Yanni's he's still got it. He looked great, beating James Green, the legend himself.
Yeah.
And up a weight. And I think the cut to 65 took a lot out of Yanni. And I think I like seeing what he's got at 70. And then look at this. We're just going from strength to strength, because 57, Spencer Lee, Olympic silver medalist, and another Nittany Lion, Lightning Luke Lillidahl. What do you got there, John?
Yeah, and these two wrestled Bill Farrell 2023, and it was all Spencer, 10-0, 11-0 tech over Lillidahl. But with Luke, in that time, he's obviously gotten better. He was so young at the time, and he went on to win a U20 world gold medal, beat a really tough Russian, and Luke, I think it's going to be closer. I think it's going to be a lot closer. Luke he is ranked currently number 5 in the world at 57 kilograms, senior level, not U20. So Luke he's that good, and he could be Spencer's toughest test from now, like past the worlds, even against anybody at world championships. So I think it's gonna be tougher than it was a year and a half ago, but I'm going Spencer in 2.
Yeah, and Spencer's put some training bids out. He looks as tough as ever. He looks as good as ever. Lillidahl, a lot of similarities between this a little bit younger guy coming through the Penn State program, and then your established guy here that's already done it at the world stage. But there's a lot of similarities. They've both been age-level world gold medalists. And there's going to be a lot of talent here, but I think Spencer, too strong right now.
Too strong. And then, man, the main event, 86, Zahid Valencia, Kyle Dake. We saw it at the US Open finals. Zahid gets out to a quick lead, and Dake trying to claw his way back, gets a little bit close, but in the end, it was too big of a hole for Dake. Zahid wins that match. I think it was 8-4. But then now, question is, how does this matchup play out in a best-of-3 series?
Yeah.
We know Zahid has offense. We know that he can beat Kyle Dake, but can he do it twice? Can he do it twice in the same night? And Kyle Dake, the ultimate competitor, a guy that's like, you don't want to pick against him.
Yeah, I'm like getting nervous right now, because it's like, all right, well, he's got the recent win.
Yeah.
But how do I not pick Dake in any matchup, especially domestically?
Yeah. Yep. So here's how I think it's going to play out.
Yeah.
I could see it playing out one of 2 ways. If Zahid wins the first match, I think his path to victory is winning it in 2. He doesn't want it to go 3 matches. But if Dake wins match 1 or match 2, if it goes to a 3rd match, I think it's all Kyle Dake. And that's what I think is going to happen. I think
you're picking Dake.
I'm picking Dake.
Man.
Dake in 3. I think he's the ultimate competitor. I think he's going to come with a better game plan. He's going to keep it tight first 3 minutes, and then he's going to win like a 3-3, 3-2 type match.
Of course, I can see. My only real question is, can we make this a best of 7, or best of 15, or whatever? Yeah, we're just going to wrestle forever, because you're going to get different matches each time. You got high volume shooter, you got chest wrap and throws, you got great parterre, you got leg laces from Zahid. I mean, I just want to see the entire arsenal of each guy against each other, which is why I'm glad we're at least getting 2 matches. This is one of the toughest ones to pick. This isn't the only reason. I do believe that Zahid is my slight favorite in the pick, but it is nice to mix things up. We'll see who comes out on top here, who got the most picks. But yeah, let's go Zahid. I think it might be his time. He's made a world team, made a world medal, earned a world medal at 92.
Yeah.
Dake is all of us only have so many matches in us. I don't think Dake's done. He doesn't look done. He looks really strong. But I think Zahid right now has got him at the moment. And then no 61. Vito's gonna delay that, so we're gonna get Vito Jax. We won't pick that yet. We'll get a little closer to match time. That's gonna be at Fargo in July. But Final X is going down June 14th, Saturday, Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. John, these are so many good matches. I can't wait.
Yep. You don't want to miss it. It's all live on FloWrestling.
Let's go.